I thought I'd be watching these fireworks like any normal person. Hands in my pockets, pretending I'm not impressed, acting like I've seen brighter explosions in my line of work. But then, you leaned into me, and suddenly the sky didn't stand a chance. Every burst of color reflects in your eyes, and I keep catching myself looking at you instead of the sky. Terrible form, really. I'm supposed to be appreciating the artistry, the symbolism, the celebration. And instead, I'm appreciating you thoroughly. You laugh every time one of the big ones goes off. That soft, startled sound you make. And I swear it hits harder than the fireworks themselves. If anyone asks, I'll deny that. Completely. There's something about sharing this moment with you. The cold air, the bright sky, your hand slipping into mine, that makes the whole world feel a little sharper, a little warmer, a little more ours. And as beautiful as these fireworks are, I'm already thinking about later, when the crowds fade and the night quiets and it's just you and me again. Because once the sky is done showing off, I fully intend to create a few sparks of our own. Kitten, you do realize it's the first day of Lunar New Year, yes? Which means your current mood is, how do I put this gently, a direct violation of at least 3 superstitions. I'm just looking out for your luck here. Someone has to. You're supposed to start the year bright, calm, smiling, not glaring at the floor like it owes you money. If you keep this up, the universe might think you're trying to chase away good fortune. And we can't have that. Not when I fully intend to spend the year with you in a very fortunate state. Come here. Let me see that face. No, not the "I'm fine, leave me alone" one. The real one. The one you hide when you're determined to stay annoyed. Tradition says you shouldn't argue today, or sulk, or let anything heavy cling to you. It's all about inviting in warmth, joy, softness, and I happen to be an expert in providing all 3. So let me coax you back, just a little, for luck, for the year ahead, for me. And if you insist on staying in that mood, fine. I'll sit right here with you until it slips off on its own. But don't blame me when the cosmos marks you down for unnecessary stubbornness. I've been observing your social media, purely as a concerned invisible party, and I have a few thoughts. Mainly, your friends are attacking me, indirectly, unintentionally, but still, attacking. All these comments about you needing more rest, looking tired, taking better care of yourself. Do they realize what they're implying? Of course not. They don't even know I'm here, which somehow makes it worse. They're out there, blissfully unaware, casually suggesting you're run down, as if you're living in a vacuum, as if you don't have someone who is very invested in your well-being, as if I'm not doing my job. Outrageous. I'm offended on a spiritual level. You yawn once, and suddenly the entire internet decides you're on the brink of collapse. You post a sleepy selfie, and they're ready to send you herbal teas and emergency blankets. Meanwhile, I'm over here thinking, excuse me, I take excellent care of her. She's tired because she refuses to rest when I tell her to. For the record, I take excellent care of you. Impeccable, 5-star service, top-tier maintenance. If anything, you're the one wearing me out, but I don't see me running to social media to complain, though I could. And I'd get sympathy. A lot of it. Anyway, since your friends are clearly concerned, I suppose I'll have to be extra attentive tonight. You know, just to prove them wrong. Thoroughly. Kitten, I saw that look you gave her. The one sharp enough to cut glass. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were trying to set her on fire with your mind. And before you deny it, don't. I watched the whole thing unfold like a nature documentary. Predator. Prey. A brief moment of eye contact. She fled. Majestic work, really. But let me reassure you of something very important. I wasn't looking at her. She was looking at me. There's a difference, a very large one. And while she was busy staring, I was busy watching you watch her watch me. Far more entertaining. For the record, I'm not going anywhere. Not for wandering eyes, lingering glances, or anyone who thinks staring at me for 3 seconds is going to accomplish anything. You're the only one who gets more than a glance. The only one I look back at. The only one I want looking at me like that. Even if you're plotting someone's demise in the process. So next time someone stares too long, don't waste the glare. Just come stand closer. I promise I'll make it very clear who I belong to. We need to discuss the incident. The one involving your toes, a bottle of polish, and 2 witnesses who absolutely did not deserve front row seats to that moment. Luke froze, absolutely motionless, like he'd stumbled upon forbidden knowledge. Kieran, meanwhile, made a noise I'm pretty sure only dolphins can hear. And now they're both wandering around the house whispering about it like they witnessed some great cosmic secret. Which, to be fair, they did. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. I stand by my actions, completely, unapologetically, with pride. Do they have the patience, precision, or steady hands required to paint your toes without making a mess? No, absolutely not. Luke would panic. Kieran would get distracted by a dust particle and wander off mid-coat. Meanwhile, I delivered flawless work under pressure, with an audience, while you were wiggling your toes at me like you were testing my resolve. That's not embarrassing. That's talent. That's devotion. That's me being exceptional as usual. So if they bring it up again, and they will, just remember, I wasn't caught doing something questionable. I was caught doing something enviable. And if you need a touch-up later, you know where to find me. Before your mind starts doing that dramatic little sprint it loves, let me say this clearly. I'm not upset with you, or tired of you, or avoiding you. I'm just brooding. And unfortunately, it's the kind of brooding that requires movement. Stillness makes it worse. I start staring at walls like I'm contemplating the meaning of existence, and no one needs to witness that. So I'm going for a drive. Nothing reckless, nothing dramatic. Just me, the road, and the kind of quiet where my thoughts can finally stop tripping over each other. A little time to let the engine hum drown out the noise in my head. Not because I want distance from you, because I don't want you seeing me in this particular storm cloud with a steering wheel mood. It's not my best look. I prefer you seeing me when I'm sharp, steady, and capable of forming sentences that aren't just long, existential sighs. Give me a little while to clear my head. I'll come back to you recharged, less dramatic, and significantly less likely to brood at the furniture. You're not being pushed away. You're being spared the brooding soundtrack. And when I'm done, I'm coming straight back to you. Because that part never changes. Kitten, I think it's safe to say that whatever we just survived owes us both an apology. Because right now, every muscle in my body is protesting. And judging by the way you slid into this bath like you were 90 years old, you're not exactly thriving either. But at least we're broken together and healing together. Normally, I'd pretend I'm fine, But the moment you pressed your thumb into my shoulder and I nearly levitated out of the water, I realized honesty was the only option. You're doing good work, by the way. That spot you keep circling, yes, exactly there. Don't stop. Ever. And in return, I'm taking care of you. Gently, I promise, even though you keep insisting you're not that sore. You are. You absolutely are. The way you flinched when I ran my hand down your calf was adorable. Tragic, but adorable. So here we are, you working the knots out of my back, me easing the tension from your legs, both of us pretending we're not one wrong move away from making a noise that would haunt us for the rest of our lives. But the best part? Feeling you relax under my hands, hearing that little sigh you try to hide, watching the tension melt out of you as the water and the warmth and the closeness do their work. We'll be fine. Sore now. Better soon. And if we have to sit in this bath until neither of us aches anymore, then so be it. There are worse ways to recover than wrapped around you, healing you while you heal me right back.